Welcome back to Space Games and Space Beer with NPC. Picking up right where we left off, Molly Harper is still working her way through the UC Vanguard questline. This is going to feature the Oktoberfest Lager Moon Room series from Ecliptic Brewing. Managed to score a couple more of these, and I'm going to tear into them right now. This is, well... It's from the Moon Room, which no longer exists because the brew pubs and the brick and mortar shops of Ecliptic closed up at the end of 2023. They are no more. They are kaput. They're gone. I guess the beer is still distributed through the Ninkasi network, but I don't know. We'll see. I haven't looked around for them in a while, except for at Belmont Station where I got these. So I have a feeling that, oh, this was really sad. Come visit the Moon Room in Southeast Portland at 930 Southeast Oak Street. Well, can't do that no more. Damn. Anyway, 6.0% alcohol by volume. Here we go. Yep, this is the one. Well, they both did. This one, I think there was a Japanese one. Yeah, these really grew on me. I dig this. This is, God, I'm gonna miss this. No, Ecliptic, why? So many breweries have been closing lately around here. It's very, very, very sad. Portland, the land of closed breweries. Well, anyway. Without further delay, let's get back to it. UC Vanguard continues. I have a feeling we're about to get jumped by some assholes. Right. You gonna follow me around? No? Okay, cool. No. We're gonna do some looting. Anything here? Oh, what's that? Sure, why not? I think I've grabbed that book a few times, but you never know. Missile bonus, yeah. All right. Oh, that's right. They added the consume button. Oh, damn it. Ugh. Whatever. Let's take that. Gonna do some cooking.
UC was entertaining the notion of xeno-warfare angers me to the core.
I'm with you, lady. It ain't right. It ain't right. What was that? Moonshine. I'm good. I'm good. Can't use that. Or flip ladder. Hell yeah. Well, I think we get everything. I guess we are not getting jumped. Or maybe we are. Oh shit. Huh. Guess not. For once. Free of combat.
It's funny. I bet I've spent more time exploring the Martian surface than roaming around Cydonia itself. Stay away from the sixth circle.
Oh, there he is.
My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say...
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back. Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
A little more gunfire than I usually like on my delivery jobs, but nothing I couldn't manage.
That's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terrormorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the Cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on two conditions. One, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And two, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us.
What's this Armistice Archives, and what's it got to do with the Freestar Collective and House Varun?
Well, when the Colony War came to a close 19 years ago, with the signing of the Armistice, 3 factions were involved in the negotiations. The UC, Freestar, and House Varun. They made a lot of decisions about what sort of tactics should and shouldn't be permitted in future conflicts. All information related to the things they decided should be banned was locked away in the archives. Now, it's possible to get things out of there, but only with the agreement of members from all 3 factions. And as to what our research is doing in there, well, I'll get to that.
Cabinet. What's that?
The Cabinet's the UC's highest governing body. The President, top military brass, scientific and diplomatic division heads. Any major decision the UC makes goes through them. They're the only real chance we've got of unlocking the archives. So without their blessing, we're flying blind.
All you need is someone to charm some higher-ups. I'm your gal.
Well, that's about the best news I've had all day. But before you commit, I want to make sure you know the whole story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the Armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done.
I actually know who you are. In your past? Well, that's not my concern.
Oh, well, that means a lot. It's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying Terrormorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
Why wouldn't the cabinet agree to help us?
I mean, I hope they will, given the evidence we've acquired. But getting the Freestar Collective and House Varun on our side, that won't be easy.
Since neither group is exactly on great terms with the UC at the moment, for various reasons.
Exactly. It's going to mean negotiations and deals and plenty of diplomatic legwork to see this through. But I don't see a better option to solving what's going on here. So it's gonna be up to us to get them on board.
All right then. Let's go talk to this cabinet.
All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of MAST in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
Do your part to preserve our precious. Thank you from the Cydonia Department of Public Works.
Might be time I start working on some projects of my own.
Do your part to keep Cydonia graffiti-free.
Worker satisfaction has been trending upwards recently. Taking their psychological concerns into account has played a part in it. Many people think psychology is only good for treating past emotional trauma, but it's a great way to prevent it in the first place.
Red and orange.
It's red and orange.
Just be honest with the cabinet. They can deny the truth, but that doesn't change it.
okay? Bring me anything useful? Goodbye.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Here, I have something for you. You're welcome. I picked it up on one of our latest planetary expeditions. I'm more than just an extra gun, you know. I'm just pleased I get to utilize some of my old field collecting skills. It's been a while. Check back with me from time to time after we return from our planetary jaunts. If I pick anything up, it's all yours.
There he
I
is.
can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air. I've got to have every molecule. You're looking as glorious as ever, Captain. Right away, Your Magnificence.
I'll get back to what I was doing. You know where to find me.
What's next on the agenda? I hope you don't mind. I've been labeling your items for historical purposes. Of course. Being part of your crew is just the best.
Greetings, Captain.
here.
At least this goes sideways.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
Hey, Victus must have been an impressive commander for the UC to want to clone him.
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death, on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
Well, you're not your father. If the cabinet doesn't see that, it's their problem, not yours.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
Honestly, what are the risks of us accessing this data?
Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed. The Terrormorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous, which probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise.
Any suggestions on what I should say to the cabinet?
Well, thinking about it more, I suspect there'd be value in sharing the fact that the Terrormorph project was, well, a failure. There's no need to be afraid of this data being weaponized. Knowing that should calm some of the cabinet's fears and make it easier for us to dispel any suspicions the other factions might have about our intentions.
Are you willing to tell me any more about your father?
I mean, we never spent a lot of time together. He was too busy being fleet admiral to deal with kids. I was raised by a pair of guardians instead. Until his defeat during the Colony War, though, he was known as an extremely effective commander. Savvy. Perceptive. That mind opened a lot of doors for him. And for me, too. But Ve Victus, for all his ability, was heartless. Ruthless to a fault. In the end, that's what cost him his life.
Actually, I need to take care of a few things.
Come find me when you're done.
That few things being, I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, folks. All right. Let's make this happen. Oop. Boingy boing. The Conan buttons.
Still no word from the cabinet. Anything you wanted to discuss in the interim?
Don't have any questions? Nope.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue. Here we go.
See if she has anything to say. Guess not. Do I have any persuasion bonuses? It's just expensive. Yeah. Right. Best time to have a drink is right before an important meeting.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Hadrian made it clear that addressing this issue required the utmost urgency.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terrormorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
We're still trying to figure out what we're facing. We can't make an informed decision without data.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terrormorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this Terrormorph seem at all alarming to you?
It wiped out a colony that never saw it coming. That's pretty alarming.
That is worth considering.
This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
Yes. If the fear is the data being weaponized, the Terrormorph program failed. The data's not dangerous.
That? I hadn't thought of that, Captain.
An excellent point indeed. The other powers would likely be much more inclined to work with us knowing that. Chief Diplomat.
That point is a good one. Very well, you have my agreement. The galaxy is lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident? Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
Lock and load!
At spaceport. Terrormorphs.
Terrormorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming, and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. My boy.
Pardon? They're not letting us leave. This is bad, isn't it?
You! The EM rifle, grab it! Now!
That's it!
Stop!
Now hit him with
We're
everything
trying
you've
to
got!
help you!
Please! I can't stop!
I'm going to use this one. Thank you. Yep. And whip. Oh, sure. Why not? Hey, buddy.
How may I serve? Of course!
Just the absurdity of this conversation happening right now. It's wonderful. What is? God damn it. Okay. You take that and it requires ammo. 3 kilovolt.
Back to work, then. Damn paparazzi! Oh, this is so much Are they really gone? Or did they see you and reassess?
All right.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting, I've seen this before. They were under the Terrormorphs' influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terrormorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Sounds like yeah. Sounds like we need to hustle.
Let's do it.
Nat's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Here we go. Shit. Maybe I should.
I swear to God.
God, no time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move.
All right.
An evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
You might back up. Stand there. Good.
Working on it.
You have to help me.
My bullet's gonna do it. I wonder if drugs will help. Let's see what we got. Anything that, like, you're totally badass. There we go. That's what I need. I need a 20% damage. Let's do it.
Please help.
Hey, buddy.
I saw a smudge of dirt. Gladly.
Put that gun away.
Off we go to another.
Wait, officer? Are you and this woman experts? Take whatever we can get right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Yeah, I don't trust them. Oh shit, I got hurt. How does this work? There we go. Andere. Yeah.
Did you hear that noise?
I did, and I'm shooting it. How did I? What? Get these buttons.
There it is! Open fire! Fire! Damn it!
Hitting things had to end like this.
Well, all right. Do I have any food? Yeah, I got so much food. Let's eat that. This is barely helping. Yep. Oh, shit. There's another one. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Get on top of a thing. Use it as cover. Ooh. Ow. I'm not a combat-made character. There we go.
You're not getting away.
What?
Down!
This is frustrating. Jesus, what the fuck? Okay, let me reload. Thank you.
It's got me! It's got me! Where are you?
What the fuck?
You will be living here a while.
Oh, I'm using the wrong gun.
You can't hide.
Die, motherfucker!
Target down. Nice work, Captain.
Okay, well. That was not so much terrifying as it was irritating.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. The universe put the right people in the right place.
You held the line. You're the heroes here, not us.
Certainly doesn't feel like it.
I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terrormorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Right. Well.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain.
In the middle of something here.
Please wait for
Not now, okay?
exiting your home.
It moved so fast.
What? What is it? You take care of those things? Thank God.
You're not the doctor.
I am the doctor now. Look at me.
Nothing's getting to the cabinet.
Okay, well, I have finished my beer. That means I'm going to save the game. Then I'm going to close this out. I think I've got one more in me tonight. I'm gonna get a third one up here in the feed soon. This has been me relearning how to play the damn game. I haven't played it since October. It's I'm glad to be back in space, but this is a doozy. So yeah, the Starfield UC Vanguard quest line continues, and tonight's I have been drinking the Ecliptic Oktoberfest Lager Moon Room series, and I'm about to crack open my second and last one of these to close out this evening. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll catch you in the next episode.